different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
And I'm at it again. They go that flow, bringing tragedy in. Cop me a chain, your salary spent. Just we bring them cavities in. Counting money, hourly trend. Blend them simple like Olsen twins. Squares, cabinet bins. Neck full of gold, Olympic. Demons, I'm blowing the check from the gear. Rolling some, then hop on the leer. Strap with them powers in back of the rear. Sock my head, them bitches is here. Woke up early, they mounted. Mine is telling me money. Paper, moolah. Pockets as fat as a tumor. Millionaire, no rumor. Living my life off a tuna. Want it with me, I deliver the beef. Real, only enjoying the feast. Pull up a seat, bon appetit. No Louboutins when they're red on your sleeve. Bang, bang, bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from Jamaicans. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Photographs of dope boys. It's all they taking, fingerprints on the Rolls Royce. That's why they hating. Push a button on these broke boys. That's detonation on the road to riches bare feet. I watch mama struggle, now she living carefree. That's why I hustle for that half a that's 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer under LP. You gotta love me, I got shooters out the D-League. Signing bonus, hit that man, that's from 30 feet. Left in the puddle, fingerprints is on a 100 meal. That's what it is, Ricky Rose and Lace Hood. We have the crib, yeah.
I come looking for you with
What you know about this?
no good Jamaican.
We the best. Double M. 100 years.
You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
next? I got next gen. I'm next. So let me get the next game. Hey, right here, I got next. Hey, yo, right here. I got next. Let's go, I got next. Yo, let me get next. I'm next. Right here. Hey, yo, let me get next. yo, right here. Yo, I got that right here. Contact. I got next jet. I'm next. Let's go. I got next. I got next. I got that. Go. I got that. I got next game. right here. I got next. Hey, yo, right here. Hey, I'm next. Yo, let me get next. Yo, I got next game. Yo, I got next. Hey, yo, let me get next. I got next game. Yo, I got next right here. I'm next. I got next game. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. I got next. Yo, let me get next. I'm next. Yo, right here. Yo, I got next game. I got yo, I got next right here. Hey, yo, let me get next. I'm next. I got next game. right here. Yo, I got next. Hey, yo, let me get next. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. Yo, I got next right here. I'm next. I got next, Jim. I'm next. Hey, yo, right here. I see you. Hey, right here, I got next. I got next, Yo, get next. Yo, I got next, Jim. Hey, yo, let me get next. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. Hey, right here, I got next. I'm next, yo, right here. I got next. Let's go, I got next. I got next, Jim. Hey, yo, let me get next. Yo, I got next. I'm next. I got next, Jim. Hey, yo, right here. I got next, Jim. Let's go, I got next. here. I got next. Yo, I got next game. Guys, turn around. I see him. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. I'm next. Yo, I got next right here. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. I'm next. Hey, I'm next. Yo, I got next right here. I got next. Yo, let me get next. I got next game. right here. Hey, right here, I got next. Yo, I got next, right here. Contact, I got next gen. I got next. Yo, let me get next. Hey, I'm next. Yo, I got next gen. right here. I'm next. Hey, yo, right here. Hey, yo, let me get that. Hey, right here, I got that. Yo, I got that right here. Hey, yo, my man, I got that. Hey, right here, I got that. got next gen. Hey, yo, right here. Yo, I got next, right here. Yo, look at next gen. I'm next. I got next gen. I got next. Hey, I'm next. Yo, I'm next. Hey, yo, right here. Hey, I'm next. Up next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. Taking a look at the 76ers, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't want to make sure that you're in.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Los Angeles Clippers come in for this one. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. And, of course, DeAndre Jordan. With him gone, we'll see how they get along.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps them right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help them long term.
Well, you know, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because it just settles you down a little bit.
Now here's Paul. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
So the wing on the left, Grant dishes to Weber. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Okafor. Plumlee with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, And in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And so here is Philadelphia. The Clippers getting the bucket, and he gets it to go.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Paul with the ball. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's the natural, covered by Reddick. The natural, the pass to Embiid. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Plumlee with the screen. Paul goes in. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Here's the natural. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Here's Grant. Off target with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Griffin. To the middle. Okafor with the steal. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Okafor with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. Okafor gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
With this break, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top passing centers and power forwards across the past 10 games. Blake Griffin is second.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Man, it's so much fun to watch a big guy handling and orchestrating things from the lane. I mean, it causes so many problems when you've got a guy who can score down there, who also has vision and an excellent basketball IQ.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
The natural, the pass to Okafor. And Noel kicks to Weber, and stolen by Reddick. Paul outside. Here's Green. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's the natural, defended by Paul. And it drops once again. The bucket from the natural.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Griffin, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Andrew Bogut checked in for Okafor, and Smith subbed in for Weber. The Clippers also making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Chris Paul. Now, here's Green. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Griffin kicks to Green. It's good from long range. Green's got 5.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Griffin following the basket by Freak. It's Crawford with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now. First in shooting percentage, first in opponent offense. And they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Here's the natural. 12 points for him. And it's Griffin with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
To the paint, here's Leonard. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The Naturals got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nice shot by Smith.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Bayless dishes to Griffin. With the fadeaway. Here's Leonard. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about.
And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited by college coaches, and then he, really took his game and became serious about it. And I watched his work ethic, and I watched how he, put the time in, the things he did, and that's kind of where I developed mine.
Well, talking about taking the big group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Jeff Green. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Chris Paul subbed in for Jared Bayless. The natural in at point guard. Joel Embiid out there with Okafor. Then there's Grant, and it's Weber in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings made some nice plays. He picked up 12 points and added a few rebounds as well. This game is just the latest performance in what has been a hot streak for him. Will he bring the fire tonight, guys?
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with you.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Here's Griffin. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. Fourth, the Clippers.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
So he gets them both.
Just absolute domination in this one for the natural. He has 20 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Here's the natural, defended by Paul. Outside to Weber. 6 on the shot clock, picked by Okafor. Covington inside the line. It's rebounded by Leonard.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Here's the natural, defended by Paul. The 76ers with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That one rolling around and rims out.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
He dishes it to Griffin. Picked by Griffin. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Paul. He used that pick to get in close. Now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And Okafor with the block. And they'll keep possession.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Inside, Covington. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the 76ers lead by 6. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Paul kicks to Griffin. This one for 3. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Griffin. And it's 13 points for Chris Paul. Out to the right wing. There's the pass to the natural. From outside the arc. And it's... wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And the first half is now in the books. Philadelphia ahead, up 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, listen up. The
third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Plumlee, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the small forward. Redick dishes to Griffin. Here's Paul. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 4 assists now tonight. The shot's good from the natural. The natural's got 27 points.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
Paul outside. Griffin, no one around him. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The natural, the pass to Okafor. Here's the natural, defended by Paul. No good from the natural. Clippers trail by 8. Paul kicks to Redick. Down low. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. Kid Gilchrist has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Here's the natural. 27 points for him. Kicks it to Weber. And stolen by Redick. Outside Kid Gilchrist. They set the screen. Back to Paul. Pass to Redick. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
That's good. 17 points for Chris Paul.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's the natural. He has 30. Shot clock at 3. Here's Grant. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Let's see how the 76ers have performed over the last few weeks. First in fewest turnovers per game. First in opponent points per game. And they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you. It's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Here's Bogut, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's the natural. No luck. Clippers trail by 8. The drive by Green. There's the dish to Bayless. And that one's good. Bayless has got his first basket of the night.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's the natural. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Grant the pass to the natural. And he finishes nicely on the layup. The natural's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
There's a screen. Crawford, no one around him. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 8. Over to the left wing. The natural, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. Robert Covington comes in for Grant, and the Clippers with a change here, too. Leonard's checked in. Here's the natural. He's got 34. Noel, a screen on Green. Smith with it. Now Green defending. And slam dunk by Noel.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Crawford.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidating.
Outside Griffin. Shot from 12, and it's rebounded by Covington.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Screen by Bogut. Smith drives in. Shot clock at 5. Here's the natural. And Griffin sends it back. And the wide open shot from Green. His three-pointer's off the mark. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's the natural. Right through the D for the layup. The Natural's got 38 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. Looking at the game for Green, he has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Paul's checked in for Blake Griffin, and Jeff Green drops them both. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. There's a screen by Noel to the left wing. To the middle. Here's the Natural. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
They double him with Green. The Natural. Great D that time from Green. Clippers trail by 11. Crawford dishes to Leonard. Off target from outside. Here's the Natural, guarded by Crawford. No good from the Natural. Here's Bayless. Offline. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. The Natural in a 2-guard. Grant is out there with Okafor. Then there's Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
You know what you got? All right.
Good on both.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
Baseline jumper. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Chris Paul. Philadelphia's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
He feeds it to Redick. Lets it go from deep. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And they're going to count the bucket. And Philadelphia also making a switch. The Natural, he's checked in for Ish Smith. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bayless comes in for J.J. Here's Plumlee, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
No good from the Natural.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Bayless's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 5. Passes to the Natural. From deep. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Crawford. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Bayless. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Here's Griffin. Kicks it out to Paul. Three-pointer. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 24 points for Chris Paul.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it, his second three of the game. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And there's the feed to Weber. And Okafor has it in the corner. Out to the right wing. Here's the natural. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Paul's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Feeds to Griffin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Okafor. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Kid Gilchrist, who's checked in for Los Angeles. Weber gets to Grant. The pass to the natural. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play.
It's just simple, guys. No rebounds. No rings. We need to dominate the glass. Biggs.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
Here's Griffin. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, that's a no-brainer to me.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we'll get.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
So the 76ers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Best game. I mean, Doris, that's kind of hard for me to answer given the amount of great games I've had this season. It don't matter, though, because best is yet to come. I'm taking over the lead the rest of the way. It's that simple.
Woo! Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.